Very good evening, guys. Let me know you guys can hear me. Thanks, Nisant. Thanks, Nina. Very good evening, guys. We'll wait for some more minute and then we will start our session. In that time, people can join and then we'll start our. We'll continue our topic which we were talking on our last class. And I hope you guys have gone through the website which I provided for MySQL Java tutorial points and read about some of the methods which query supports. You have also tried the queries. Have you guys tried the queries which we have written on Monday? So Subhrajit is saying, so in case of mean/mun stack, can it still work with MySQL instead of Mongo? So generally in mean and mun, they look for Mongo only. So the first M in the mean and mun, the Mongo comes. So that's happen only. In there, MySQL didn't work. They will ask you the questions on MongoDB only, guys, in the mean and mun stack. Oh, Vikas, good morning, huh? Just wake up, huh? Oh, nice, nice. Feel refreshing. Okay, great. So, so while you guys were creating any queries, like creating tables, inserting data, or like querying, simple writing queries, have you guys faced any problem doing the group by? So did you guys face any problem while running these queries on your own? Or I'm definitely sure everyone will not be perfect in one day. So definitely still I can say a lot of you didn't remember the, the syntax, and a lot of you still might be confused about the group by also, but that's fine. That's what we are going to slowly learn these things, and we will be expert on those. It will not happen in one day class or in just some practice. It will take some time, but we should be sure that when to use what. That should be our first concern. We should be knowing that when to use what. Okay, guys. Yes, sir. All that we discuss in class, but my SQL workbench prefers lowercase. Ah, I see. But I think that editor which I've shared, right? You could try like writing the queries there only. You can try to create some tables and do some things there. That would be easy, right? I personally feel to write on that editor directly. I run all the query and command line of MySQL. Yes, that's also right, Ankit. You can do there as well. Yes. Sir, can we revise, alter, delete, and update with some examples today? Sure, we'll do that. Ankit is saying it was amazing to run. Vikas is saying, can we discuss a little bit of HTTP? Today, you want to discuss about HTTP, Vikas. Is there anywhere you have somebody has asked you, or like some confusion has come to your when somebody asks you like how the HTTP comes into your mind? I was just curious to know that. Okay, so Nilanjan also saying that please explain what the post in HTTP. Sure. I think you guys are still okay. Have some queries on HTTP methods. We will discuss that. No problem. In the Ankit saying in the beginning I found confusing, but after a while I was able to understand. Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's it. That is for everyone because in the starting these concepts are little bit complicated, but once you understood the reason why we are doing it and little bit syntax, I think everything is fine up to that. Okay, guys. So because we have test in 31st. Okay, so next Sunday I think you guys have test. Okay, That's great. Sure, sure. Okay, so let's start with revision first. Okay, or might be let's start first with understanding the HTTP and HTTP post, because that's the topic which we can keep aside, and then in the front, then we can fully dive into the SQL part. Okay, 1 minute, please. Yeah. So yeah, so let's start with understanding the HTTP. Okay. So I think now we have like good number of audience, so we can start understanding the HTTP. Okay. So see how HTTP comes into the picture. Why we are discussing about HTTP? It all start with API, or if we also not remember the API, so we can say it all start with digital connectivity. Correct? Because when we are interacting with any digital application through website, through web browsers, or through our mobile applications, or through any IoT devices, so these all are digital applications, right? And when we are trying to interact with these digital applications, we need some connections, right? When two when one user is trying to interact with some applications, so they need some interaction, and for doing that interactions, we need some APIs. That's what we started with our discussion about the APIs. Correct? That API help us to interact between two digital applications. Correct? So that's how we started understanding about the APIs. Correct? And then we understood what is client, then we understood what is server, then we understood what is client server architecture, and how the client server interact with each other. Like client send the request and response send the server send the response. That's how we understood. Okay, then we come into the HTTP part, and I told you the meaning of HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol. Then we tried to break these terms. Then we first understood what is hypertext, then we understood what is text, what is protocol here. Correct? So hypertext protocol, yeah. Then we understood what is, first we understood hypertext, then we understood the protocol. So first I told you what is protocol, why we need protocol in any of the scenarios. And we need protocol many places. You know that when we are entering in any campus, they have some protocols. When you are entering in any office, they have some protocols. Each country has some protocols. Each law has some protocols. So simple meaning of protocols are, there are some predefined set of guidelines. If you will follow those set of guidelines, then there are there are like maximum chances you will not fail. You will not fail in whatever you are doing if you are going to follow those protocols, because those protocols which are being created, those are created with the help of experts, and they have considered all the possible scenarios. After that, they only have created the protocol for anything, even for your college campus, or for the company campus, or for your country, or for any money applications. Wherever the protocols are there, the experts or the top management comes and discuss, then they decide the protocols. Similar way, for the client server architecture or web applications or any digital applications, they have also created some protocols. Okay, and those protocols comes under the hypertext protocols. So these protocols are specifically for the web application interaction. Now, what is the meaning of hypertext? So the meaning of hypertext is a text with URL. A text with URL, like we do the anchor tagging, right? In HTML, we do the anchor tagging. So when we enter one text, and then we provide some URL with the anchor tag, that's called the hypertext, where we are providing images or any of the HTML content, or like simple text with some URL. Correct. So so see, this name of hypertext protocols, this comes so much earlier, like in 2000, when the HTTP protocol has come first time. So at that time, web interaction was only happening through clicking link. All the static data was coming, like as you can see in the Google pages. Now we have some text and then the link. That's called the hypertext or hyperlink, right? So so earlier in 2000, when the HTTP protocol comes, so only from the servers we are just passing these links, and people just click on that link, and then some static data comes. So that's why we have given name as the HTTP protocol. Okay, so that was the purpose of hypertext protocol. Now we will understand what are the protocols for the REST applications, or for the digital applications, or for the client server architecture applications who are following the client server architecture. So the protocols were that there will be some URL. So the first protocol was there must be one URL when you are creating an API. So that's why we always have one URL. With the help of that URL, we only create the API, and in that URL we can provide multiple paths. We are good here. Then they told about some of the HTTP methods, right? Which they provides, which HTTP has provide, HTTP protocols has provides was. So those methods were get, post, and put, delete, and head, trace. A lot of different methods out there. Okay, and then they told us based on your use case, you have to use these methods. Okay, then they told us about that whenever the request is coming, there are some other things will also come with the request. So those were headers, right? And sometime when we are making a post and put request, we have to pass some body also, correct? So those things they have provided for the request, and the same goes for response. So they told that in the response headers will also come, and with the response header we have to pass the status also. So which will tell us that the response which is coming, what it has. Is it having some errors or some proper responses? So that's what's all about the HTTP. Okay, guys. Then like Nilanjan was asking about the post, put, and delete. So there are 4 methods which HTTP has provided, which we are going to use mostly, but there are other methods as well. But the most usable methods, or in other words, we say that CRUD operations. So those methods are get, post, put, and delete. So get method we use for generally for fetching the data from database, fetching the data from servers or database, from the servers when the data is coming. Okay, and the post we use when we want to create some data or create some resources in our server or in the database. So that's where we use the post method, and we use the put method just for updating that resource which we have created. So we use the post put method there. Same goes for the delete method. So when we want to delete some resources in our servers and database, then we use the delete method, and everything else is same for those methods. Okay, so that was all about the HTTP and post. Let me see meanwhile whatever question you guys have. uh, okay, because I have a doubt. So Likhit has doubt one. So let's read that. So we are doing server side work, and front end tab will do the front side. Then who will connect these two programs files? That's very good question. So see, these connections only happen through with the APIs. You will expose some APIs while creating the those APIs in server. Then those API will be exposed in internet. Now your client side developer will will use these APIs in their applications, and then the calling will start. So some API will be exposed from the server side, right? Expose me. Once you will create, you remember, like we have created the get slash user, get slash address. So these are the API you will create on the server side, and then you will deploy your code in some server, and that server is having some public IP. So now this is publicly exposed. It means now anyone can use this slash API. We were using with localhost, but when we have the proper server, then we can use that same API with proper server name, right? And then this particular server URL name, the client developer or the front end developer will keep it in their environments, and then every call they will make to this API, and in that way the connection happened between these two. Okay, Likit? Okay, so through HTTP protocols we create APIs. Yes, with the help of HTTP protocols we generally create our APIs. So they have provided some guidelines which we follow while creating our APIs. Okay. So Parag is asking what DNS do actually. So DNS is like a domain name server. Okay. So see, everyone has one machine, right? And this machine is called server, right? Now this server and each server has one IP, correct? Each server one has an IP and one MAC address, correct? And that MAC address is very unique. So now, once you are going to deploy this, deploy your code, and now this code will be deployed in one machine. and that machine has IP or the MAC address. So now people cannot remember these things, these IPs, right? So that's why they go to the domain name. There is some domain name companies, so that people go to these domain name companies and they purchase some domain name from there. Like you want to create your website name, like you can say the any name you can say, apthetest.com, apthetest.com. This is the domain name which you will provide. So what domain name, no domain name, companies will do, they will create one entry in their database with the domain name, which you have provided, like apthetest.com, and they will keep your IP there. So next time, and these domain names are publicly available. All the internet, all the internet providers has these domain names companies databases with them. So once anyone enter apthetest.com in their browser, this request will directly first go to the DNS server or the internet provider, because I told you the internet providers already have the database. So this request will go to internet provider. Internet provider will check that this DNS name exists. Yes, this DNS name exists. They will check the corresponding IP for that, and then that request will be moved to your server. So that's how the DNS servers or DNS companies plays the role. So they are the middleman while making your internet request. Okay. Yes, it's name for IP address. Yes, that's right. It's name for IP. So because people do not remember the numbers, so they are good with the letters or names. That's why they go with that. So that's like right now it's very common. So everyone use the DNS name. That's why we need to purchase the DNS name if you want to launch any of the websites, any of the applications. Okay. So what are the other questions which we have? Then we can move into our next topic. I will wait for some seconds. If we do not see any questions, then we can move on to the one question we. Oh, okay, yes, one question we still have, which I think Ekta has asked, where she wants to see some of the practice on the update, delete, and alter part. Okay, so we can see that first, then we can move into the join part. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Nilanjan still has one question. So can you show the post using your code you shared in the GitHub? Okay, let me see. Let me share my screen. Let me go to the day 6 branch. I think it will be there. Yeah. Let me check all the branches first. So we have day 6. So let's go into the day 6. Okay, so do we have anything in the post? Yes. Okay, everything is app.get. I think it will be in the git then day 7. Let's move to day 7 then. Check out day 7. Okay, now I think we will have something here. Okay, we're still seeing the get one. Okay, this is the create server, route server, app.js. Okay, weird. Oh, okay, yeah, file. Oh, CRUD is there. Yes, here it will be post. Yes. Yeah, this is our post one. So see, Nilanjan, for the post and put and delete, we need one more configuration, and that configuration is known as body parser. So this body parser configuration which we needed, the purpose of this configuration is very simple. Whatever data which is coming from the UI side in body, we just convert that data into the JSON. So that's why this configuration is needed on top of our file. So that's what I just added these 3 lines there. This is the first line. This is the first line body parser, and this is the last second 2 lines. After that, you do not need to do anything. And after that, you just need to create the API in similar way as you were creating the app.get. You can see app.get, app.post, same name, like the same API name, functional request response. We can also provide it some middleware if you want, right? You can see for the put also, we have done the similar thing, nothing difference. We have done the similar thing for delete. And now this is the controller part where we can do according to our ways, whatever we want to do, right? So, and you can see the data which is coming from the UI side that comes in the request.body. So that's only about the post. Okay, Nilanjan? Let me see. In the beginning, okay, I'm just gone to the, okay. Actually, that didn't work. Where is that? 1 minute. Actually, that didn't work as I tried in my PC in cut.js. Uh, Not sure. Is there any error? I told you, right? You can share the screenshot on LinkedIn engine, or you want to show it today also, like at the end of class, we can check today also. Sure. So the body configuration, device what is URL encoded. So it's just the configuration which body parts are needed, guys. And this is the configuration which simply does the transforming of data which is coming from the client side. So that's what we need to write it. URL encoded and the JSON part. Just do that. Just converting the data which is from the client side and keeping it into the request.body. Yeah. So that body configuration only in the middleware. Yes, that's how you need to write it every time on the front, on the top of your file. Like how you are going to start your server. There are some of the middlewares you needed, which is a globally middleware. These middleware you have to write it as a global middleware. Okay. And that body will be an object. Yes, that body will be an object. Request.body, that will be an object. Like in the cred.js, on the postman I've shown you that day, right? We were passing one data as a objects, and that is coming here as an object only. Okay, it's giving error. Okay, sure. We will see that after this, like at the end of this class. Okay, Ninja? Okay, so let's now move into our SQL part. Great. So I'm just sharing my screen. Okay, so I'm already sharing it. Let's see the earlier discussion which we had, right? So, okay. Okay, so what we have done in this, so we have started with DDL, where we have created our table user. We have provided the column name for table, ID, email, password, and created ad. And I told you that whenever we are writing any column names, we have to provide the type, like that column is going to have what values. And I told you this is, I'm creating that as a primary key, and the purpose of primary key is to keep the unique data in that column. Keep the unique data in that column. So that's why we have kept the primary key there. And we are not inserting any data in that column. We are just doing the auto increment. So automatically that data will be inserted there. Correct. And we have done same for order table, same for product table. Correct. So just to keep the unique thing in a table. And then we have the email, password, those were text, and I kept it as a not null. So you can keep it as a null also. I just keep it as a constraint that the values which we are going to insert, it should not be not null. It should be not null. Okay. And so we have created these three tables. Then we have inserted. So this was the DML part. If you guys remember, the DDL creation of tables. DML is the insertion of data in those tables. You can see in the users we have inserted data, in the products we have inserted data, in orders we have inserted data, right? And this is the syntax which we have for these things. Okay. Oh, okay. I just lost that page again. Oh, okay. I'm back. Great. Okay. So after that, let me see if you guys have a specific question on that. So you have the question on the group.concat, and like Ekta was having the update and alter. So we will start with alter first. Okay. And meanwhile, Likit has asked for an SQL e-commerce.product is written what? What is different with product and e-commerce.product? So e-commerce could be the database name. See, it could be like in the same MySQL instance, they might be using two different databases, correct? E-commerce could be one database, and which is having product as a table. So that, and there could be another database like e-commerce 2, and that would also have the product table. So that's why when you're writing query, so you are specifically saying that the take the data or take the table from the this e-commerce database, not the e-commerce one. So that's why we specifically put it e-commerce dot products or e-commerce one dot products. Okay, Likit? Just to understand the difference. How to give database name? So like, see, the database names basically mostly depends on the use case you are working on. Like if you are working on like entertainment industries, right? So like you can keep your database name as like that's what in e-commerce you are keeping the e-commerce. In entertainment you can keep the database name as the entertainment, or you have any specific like if you say about the Hotstar, so they can keep their database name at Hotstar underscore db. Netflix can keep their database name Netflix underscore db, right? Or because these are db, so no need to keep the underscore db, you can simply keep Netflix or Hotstar. So these basis you can keep the database name, and the table name will be based on what are the things you are going to show here. Like if you talk about the Netflix, it could be two tables, right? There series, and the other table could be movies, right? And other table could be user, right? Or other table could be like streaming data. So whatever purpose for that industry, we will keep the name according to that. And the the database name could be the parent one, which covers everything which comes under that. So that's how you can keep the database name. Okay. How to keep database name? No, sir. Like how to keep that for a table? The file name will be the DB name. File name will be the DB name. No. File name will not be DB name. See, database name. That's what I'm telling, right? It could totally depend on your projects or your use case. Okay. So yeah. So like if you're working with the employee, right? So it could be like employer working in college. So the database would be college there, correct? So college dot employee, or any specific database name could be there according to the, like if they are talking about any specific college, so they can keep their own college name as a database name as well. Yeah. And table name could be based on different like areas. But like in the college we have employee, teachers, attendance, or some more things are there, right? Subjects, so classes. You can keep the tables name like that. Okay. Okay, so let's see the alter command, which I think I will definitely have it here or not. Then we can simply, so the purpose of alter commands are, those commands comes under the DDL, all right? So DDL meaning is that all the operation has to happen on the tables directly. So that's why the purpose of alter is also to add a column and all add a column in the database, or sorry, add a column in the table, or modify a column in the database in the table, or drop a column in the tables. So that's what we are going to see it. Okay. So see, this is our we can say the we can play with the product table directly. Yeah. Where is the product table? Yeah, this is our product table, correct? So yeah, we can create directly product table here, and then we can do some altering in this table. So right now you can see we have name, category, and price, right? So we can create a new column. So this is the table which we already had, products, which have like 5 columns: ID, name, category, price, created at. So we can create one more column, and we can provide some default value for that column. Okay, so let's see. Alter table, and table name is products, right? And we want to add a column, so add column, right? And we can give a name as a like rating, right? And this rating could be I'm just giving it as a integer, right? Integer or int. And then we can keep a default value as a 5, right? Correct. So this could be our command, where what we are trying to do, we are just want to add one column here. Alter. So what is the command we write? Alter table products. This is our table name. Add column. This is syntax. And then I given the column name rating. Then the type of that column and default value. Okay. So let's see. Let's do the select here. Oh yeah, already we are doing the select. So we should be seeing the data from the products. So select asterisk from products. I should be seeing this inserted data for the product, and also I should be seeing the new column as a rating there. Okay, let's see. Let's run it. So you can see the rating column is also there, and which is having 5. So see, like this data is not looking good, so I'm just going to print the rating there. So which will show us the rating only. Yeah, you can see all the rows are having the 5 because we are just providing the default values. Correct. So that's how the alter works, and we can do multiple things here. We can also drop the column. We can also rename the column or change the column. That's what we have showed you right in the last class. So that's how the alter works. Okay. Okay, so now we'll see the update also, how the update works. And I think in our slide, we have one problem on update also. I was just checking that. So let's see, we will do that problem directly. Yeah, this is the problem we have. So what is the problem here? Write a query to update all the quantity in the orders table by adding one with the existing quantity, right? So what they want to do was, okay, so there was one question also. Let me see first. So can we add a column after inserting data in table? Yes, we can do that. Definitely we can do that. Can we rename database name? Yes, there are some queries to rename database name as well. Like with the same altered table and rename database is there. I need to check the query, Parag, but yes, we can do that. Or because see, guys, one more thing. I think updating these things, small things like database name and column name. Now we already have a lot of editors which like if you talk about the PHP this is one of the editor for SQL queries or database, and like it's a GUI, graphical user interface, where you can see everything. So they provide a lot of edit option directly with the click on buttons. You do not need to write some queries for that. Like the renaming the database name, I never write the queries. If somebody wants to tell me to uh, write the database name. So I just simply go there and update the database name simply with those queries. Or mostly, if somebody is saying that you want see what are the scenarios? I never rename database. Why? Because somebody has asked me to clone that database or take a backup of the database. Correct. Those are the scenarios which comes into the real life or real projects. So in those scenarios, we just simply create a new database and insert all the data from all the tables which exist there into this table. So yeah, but yeah, so the answer to your question, Parag, is that yes, there are queries we can rename the database as well. Okay. Can we add? Yes, Nabdeep, that we can also do. Okay, so let's come back into the update query. So what update query is saying that right now you can see, right, if we do the asterisk for our order ID or like order table, select asterisk from orders, you can see that if you run this query, you can see all the quantities are coming 0, right? Correct, all the quantities are coming 0, but we have inserted, right, these quantities 2 3 2 1 2. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the payment. Oh, that's why I was confused. Sorry guys, this is not the quantity column. Let me just reduce the size. Let's take only 3 columns: product ID, user ID from orders. Then it will make more sense. Product ID, because this view is little bit not better. That's why it's showing some random data to us. So let's see product ID, user ID, and the quantity. Right? Let's run this part. And now you can see the better way, right? This is the quantity column, and we are seeing that 2 3 2 1 2 2. And what the query wants us to do, we want to update this thing with 1. Like everything will be updated with 1. That's what they are asking. You can read it here, that adding 1 with the existing quantity, right? So that's what we want to do here, that all the quantities will be updated. So let's see how we will do that. So now we have inserted it and we are printing it here. So before that, we will just write one more query, and that query will start from here. Update table name, like orders. I think update table is there. Syntax is update. No, I think that, yeah, simply order will be there. Yeah, update table name and set. And we can see the what column we want to set. The column is quantity, and then we want to do the +1 quantity with the same value, quantity +1. That's what we want to do. Okay, guys, one more thing. Mostly update has, whenever we write the update, we need to write the where conditions. But in this case, we want to update all rows. We want to update all rows in order table. That's why we are not keeping the where condition. Correct. So that's why you will see if I run query and just do the select again, so you guys will observe this. You can see all the quantities has been updated now with one. Correct. And see, in normal cases, we generally want people to run update query with where condition only, with where condition, because we do not want to mistakenly update everything in the database. So that's why we generally put some constraint, and that constraint is called set SQL update. Set SQL save updates is equal to 0. If we are keeping set SQL updates as a 0, then we are saying that you can update it. You can update anything. Like let's see, we can also check the value of like let's comment this part. We can select the query simply. Select add SQL save update. It will tell us the value of what is the current value right now, and we'll comment this thing. Will tell us the value of set SQL update. Yeah, you can see it's 0 right now, and by default it's 0 in this editor. If I make this value as a 1, I cannot run this operation. I will show you this. I will select set I will set SQL update, SQL save update is equal to 1, and I will select it again. I'm not sure the value I can see it or not, but yeah, I will just do that, and this should be throwing error now. Okay, let's see. You can see the first select has come. This one, sorry, this one. Then I make it 1, and now you can see the error. You have an error in your SQL syntax. Check the manual, and at the end you will see use near select SQL update at. Oh, okay, something is some other errors are coming. Oh, okay, that's error. See, this is a other error, guys. This is not the error which I was talking about. Yes, this is the error. You can see now the SQL save update has become 1. Now we will see the error. You are using save update mode, and you try to update a table without a where that uses a key column. So that's what I was trying to say you. Update most of the time runs with a where, and that's the safe things to run with update, because if you are allowing this query to run, so somehow some people can run this query and update everything in your data, update everything in your table. So that could be somewhere mistakenly can do that. So that's why people simply set SQL updates to 1. So then we can run simply. We can stop those mistaken errors. Correct. So that's how the update works. And let me see if you guys have any queries on that. Can we rename database? Okay, that's already. Can we add a new column in existing data? Oh, that's what we did, right? We have already added new column, right, Deepak? Any way to make that table in order for displaying? I think that's a editor problem. So that's why this is creating a problem. Sir, asterisk. So the asterisk mean is like bring all the columns. Asterisk mean is bring all the columns. Like in the table, we have 4 columns. If we are writing select asterisk, then we have to like we are saying that print all the columns values. That's meaning the see individually we can select all the columns. Like in the employee table, there are 4 columns like employee name, employee age, employee address, employee phone number. If we are writing select asterisk from employee, all the columns will come. But we can specifically do select employee, select employee name, so from employee table. So that's the difference between asterisk. So one more time, what added is used for? Okay, repeats. I didn't get this one. I mean, SQL said okay, sure. And meanwhile, Ekta also has one query. So yeah, Ekta, please ask. You can unmute yourself and you can ask.
Sir, I just wanted to like revise this alter versus update. So basically, am I audible?
Yes, yes, Ekta.
So basically, the purpose of using alter is to either drop a column or add a column, like the major ones, like changing, making.
See, the purpose of alter, you need to remember when you want to do changes in table, not in
Hmm.
data. First thing you need to remember this thing. And now, what are the changes you can do in the tables? You can add a new column, you can delete a column, you can modify a column. These are the changes you can only do in the table. So that's what you do with the alter.
So,
And
so
then
when we say
yeah,
oh,
please.
yes. So when we say modify the column, it means like changing the name of the column, because
Yes.
that though we can do using update as well, right? Or we are simply concerned with data when we are dealing with update.
So we cannot modify the type of that column. We cannot with the update query. We can only update the
Okay.
data inside that column,
Value,
not the
the
column
value
names. Yes.
basically.
The values which we are going to
Yeah.
insert, those we can update through the update command. But we cannot
Okay. So,
update or modify anything about the column with the uh, update query. We can do only that with the alter.
alter. So alter, we add a column, drop a column, modify,
Modify.
and modify means change the data type, or rather
Change
change the
the
name
type.
of the column.
Yes, change the name of column also. We have shown yesterday, right? We have find
Yeah,
one query
yes,
where
sir.
we change the name also.
So basically, with update, we are only concerned with changing the values
Changing the
column
values in that.
wise.
Yes.
Okay, sir, understood. Thank you so much.
Sure, I will update the SQL save update again. Change in the structure of table, then alter. Change data of table, then update. Yes, Navneet, you got it. Okay, so guys, let's understand the set this command. Which this is the first thing. This is the constraint. Add SQL underscore save underscore update. This is the constraint which similar like the auto increment, not null, and primary key. These are the constraints. In similar way, for updating anything, for updating something safely, that's why the MySQL, or I'm not sure about the SQL, but MySQL provides this constraint to us. So add SQL save updates. If the value of add SQL save update is 0, if the value of add SQL underscore save updates value is 0, then you can update your table data without any where condition. Without any where condition. See, here we can also write like this, where ID, like ID is equal to 4. So it will only update this particular row. See, now this will work. I will show you where ID is equal to 4, and 4 will be, where will be the ID of 4. So this will be ID of 4. Let me do the select also at the end. Uh, yeah, let's do the select. Select ID quantity from orders. Now what will happen? Now this query will run and we will see the select. Let me show you. Yeah, see, now the 4, earlier 4 was like the ID 4 was 1. You can see ID 4 was 1, the quantity was 1. Now the quantity has become 2 for the ID 4. So now why this is working? Because we have put the where clause. So that's what the SQL save update says. And now you can see it only updated only one row, not all the rows. And if I set the value of 0, and then I remove the where ID is equal to 4, you will see the same query will update everything here. Let me show you. Yeah, you can see 3, 4, 3, 2, everything got updated, right? So that's so this could be a mistake also, because some tables does not want to update everything, every row. So that's why SQL save update, SQL has given you one way to stop happening these things. That's why by default you can set the SQL save updates. So that's the reason we are just, I would just want to show you how we can stop these things. So you just need to set the added SQL save updates value to 1. Then people cannot run the update query without where clause. Okay, guys. Like, can we use where if that's 0? Yes, if we can check that also. But like by default, you can set it while starting your query. If you want, like if you like on the or might be on the administrator tables, you can simply like set these variables so nobody can update it. So that's what you can do. So nobody can do that. So basically, if SQL save update is equal to 1, then we need to put where condition. Yes, that's true. Basically, yes, that's totally true. Anand has said that if SQL save update is equal to 1, then we need to put the where clause in our update query. If SQL save update is 0, then we can run the update query without where clause as well. Okay. And why we are doing that? Because sometimes it happens mistakenly, somebody runs the data and it like it update everything, which is which is very bad, because once the data is lost, data is updated, it's very difficult. Okay, guys. So that was about this update. Okay. We should set it to 1 if you want to update one particular column. No, not about the column. It's about the row, guys. It's about the rows. If you will not put the where condition, if you will not set the where condition, it will update all the rows for that column. For that column, it will update all the rows. Guys, okay? It will update all the rows for that column. But if you will put the where condition, it will update only specific where the condition is matching. Like in the case I showed you, right, where ID is equal to 4. So where ID will be 4, only that rows will be matched. That rows will be updated. Okay. So now we are good with the update part and alter part. Now let's jump into the joining part. Okay, guys, let's understand the joins now. So we will understand joins. So see why we need joins in the data SQL or MySQL. So the purpose of joining is because in one database there can be what there always happen multiple tables. Correct. In one database we most of the time have the multiple tables. See, in one table you will be maintaining employee data. In another table you will be maintaining student data, right? Or take the only like one industry example, and we will go with that only. Okay, let's take the college. Okay, so you want to create a database for college, right? So now the first table will be only for teachers. All the teachers name will be there, teachers address will be there, or what are the subjects they taught teach. Only those information will be in the teacher table. Okay, then there will be second table which only for students. Okay, all the student information will be on those table. Okay, now the third table would be regarding to the schedules or the sections, right? Like this particular teacher will take these classes, right? Or these particular sections, or this particular teacher is taking the science classes, or this particular teacher is taking the physics classes. Correct. So that's all. So in that way, or there could be four table like attendance, right? Like the student, how many student is taking classes properly or not taking classes properly. So that for that we can have the attendance table also. Or there could be some more tables. Like there could be many tables, right, guys? There could be you can have one table for what are the subject they are taking in this section, in this sessions. Like some students are we be blowing belonging to mechanical engineering. Some students are belonging to civil engineering. Some students are belonging to computer science. So in this way, we can have multiple tables in one database. Okay. So now when we have multiple database and we want to fetch some specific informations, like give me the data, for one student who belongs to this section A, who belongs to this section, and what are the faculty who is teaching this section, or what are the subject right now this section this particular in this particular quarter, or in this particular semester, what are the subject we are teaching. So now you can see, now we need to bring the data from multiple tables for only for one query. Only for one query we need to now go to multiple tables and then bring data, and then we have to show it to then we have to display the data whatever we want to get it here. Correct. So that's why we have joins in SQL. With the help of joins, we can, like, the meaning of joining is combine multiple tables, and then once we combine the multiple tables, now we can do the query on that table after combining the table. Because now see, another one table have like four columns, and now that those four column in table one, there is table two which has four column. So first we will join those top tables. Once we will join those tables, now we will have eight columns, four columns from table A, four column from the column B. Now we can print eight columns in one query only. So that's the benefit of join. And we use lot of joins in SQL, because in the RDBMS, because the RDBMS purpose is only to create the relation between tables. And once we create the relation between table, We only use joins to get the data between multiple tables. Okay. So did you guys understood why we use joins? If somebody will ask you why we have joins in RDBMS, do you guys can you guys give some pictures to him, tell him about the joins? Let me know in the chat. Why by joins we can create a new table and can perform. We cannot create a new table. We can only create a new table with the DDL, like created structure, but we can combine two tables, and then we can say now we have a new table. We can say that we can combine two existing table, and then we can say we got new view of the tables from where we can fetch the things. That would be the better word. If you will say that create a new table, then everyone will think we can only do that with the create table command, right, with the DDL. Joining give you the new view of combined table. That would be the right way to say that. It is saying the relation between data from different tables. Yes, we are going to make the relation between data between different tables. Yes. We join two tables and it will create a new table. It will create a new view, I would say. See, creating a new table. Uh, see, when you create a new table, uh, see, creating a new tables means you are going to store data. Creating a new tables means is going to be created in the database. But with the joins, it didn't happen. All the new tables is only stored in your primary memory. Like when you are running the query, at that time only one view will be created for you. So that's why I was saying, rather than saying that creating a table means you are now created a table. Now it is stored in the hard disk. Now you can insert some data in that. But that didn't happen with view. That didn't happen with the joins. We just create a view of that table. I will show you guys. To show the data of two or more different tables into a single table. Yes, that would be a right word also, into single table. Creation is not the right word. I was trying to say there. When joining two tables, you will merge instead of creating a new table. Yes, but so do not confuse Nilanjan that those tables got merged. Now you have new table in your database. It's all happening in your primary memory when you are running the query. It's all happening on your primary memory. Whenever you are joining and all the things you are doing, it's only happening in the primary memory when you are running the query. Nothing is happening on the hard disk side. Are we good with that? So can you please show queries how to come? Yes, Eunice, we will go into that. I just want to first theoretically explain you that what is that? What is the joining happens? Why we need it? Okay. So now, guys, there are some types of joins also between two tables. So I will explain you that with the Venn diagram first. Okay. Let me show you. Most of the in the most of the time in joins also we use inner join. So there are four types. One is the cross join, inner join, left outer join, and right outer join. These are the four type of joins happen in the SQL table. And most of the time, uh, I would say 70%, 70% I have seen or done inner join only. I will tell you what is inner join, but I just want to tell you in the starting because I'm working on the SQL from last more than 3 to 4 years. I have done most of the time queries with the inner join, and after that, sometime very rare, I got the chance to work with left outer join or right outer join, and after that, I got chance to work with cross join. Very rare. Cross join is very rare. I haven't I would say that I didn't work on cross join at all till now. Okay, but yeah, let's understand all these four joins with two tables. I will explain them with a Venn diagram very easily. Then we will see some examples of them with the same data tables which we have between the employee, which we have for product, order, and user. We will see because now we can say we can have three tables. We have three tables. We can combine these three tables also. But first, understand with the Venn diagram what is the difference between the cross, inner, and left outer and right outer join. Okay. Yeah, but guys, this is very common interview question. Also, what is the join? What are different type of joins? They simply ask this: what are different type of joins, and what is the difference between inner join, left join, left inner join, left outer join, right outer join, and cross join. Very common question in interviews. If somebody is asking about SQL, they will definitely ask you about the join and what is the difference between these three. Okay. So Ekta is saying, yeah, she got some question when she was giving interview. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Very common question. Somebody people ask. So see, first we will understand with some drawing. Okay, understand these things. So let me open that OneNote. Okay. So yeah, we can. Yes. Okay. So let's see. Okay, I have chosen the black. Okay. Yes. So we can see. We can say here. We have one table A. We have one table A, and we have another table B. Okay. Now we can say table A has three elements, or like we can say table A has we can say yes, we can say like three rows. We can say, yeah, we can say it has three rows. We can consider two columns here, ID and name. We can say first is the one or two. I can say third row, three. It could be like name could be anything, A, B, C, and we can say we have another table which also has the same structure. I would say ID, name. We can say different IDs, 4, 5, or same IDs also, no problem. 4, 5, 6, and they have the data of D, E, F. So once now we want to combine these two tables. Now we want to combine these two tables. So now first we will see the cross join. What will happen in the cross join? And you guys, I will tell you. You guys just keep this in your mind how the joins work. So we can create two circles here. Here we can keep our table A. Here we can create our table B. And we can keep simply A, B, C. This is like three rows we can say. And D, E, F. So once you will do the cross joining, so each row of table A will be combined with each row of table B. So it will work like this. See, A is also going to make join with D. A is also going to make join with E. A is also going to make join with F. Same goes with B also. B is going to make connection with D. B is going to make connection with E. B is going to make connection with F. This is a cross joining. Everything will be cross joining. See, C will be making connection with D. C will be making connection with E. C will be making connection with F. So now you know what will happen. So now you see when you will combine these two tables. So now the new view, table A plus B, will look like this. ID, name, like I can say this is the table 1 ID, ID1, name 1, ID2, name 2. So ID1, name 1, ID2, name 2. And you know how will they look like? So see, first I'm just taking the first value, right? The name value. Or let's take the that also one. Yeah, let's take the one also. 1 minute, guys, because we have already taken the ID, so not a problem. Yeah. So yeah, see data how the data will look like. 1 A 4 D, 1 A 5 E, 1 A 6 F. This is the new view you will got. This will happen for 1, same happen for 2, like B, 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 and 4, 5, 6, D, E, F, right? And same goes for 3 also. I've just taken a small very example, 3, 3, and this will be C, 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 4, 5, 6, and D, E, F. This is, guys, the cross joining part. Okay, let me see. You guys are able to see my screen and hear me or not? Are you guys able to hear me? Okay. Okay. So this is, guys, when we do cross joining, and see, syntax is very simple. So you will write like first you will write the table 1. So you can write table A Simply cross join table B. That's only you have to do, and then you can simply do select asterisk. Select asterisk from. So it will bring all the columns for you. Not very difficult syntax. Let me just cross check, guys. Syntax is correct or not. I have it in some other like I was just looking for that. Yes, I think yes, that's right. That's right. The syntax is very simple. So here we will define our first table. There we will define our second table, and then we will do the cross join. And when we will do select asterisk, we will see this type of data in our table. Okay, guys. So that's what happened in the cross join. Now we will understood the inner join, the most used. And I think we have to change little bit example, but yeah, we will see the see now the we will create the add page and see here we are seeing the cross join. Here we will see the inner join. Okay. Let me see first. You guys have any question on the cross join? Then I can move on the inner join. Yes, this is very easy. Just simple mapping. Yes. Let me now go into the inner join. Okay. Let me also think the good example for inner join. But yeah, let's first write the inner join here. So now, and guys, this one is very much used uh, in the interviews or in the real projects also. So inner join is the common call like the common columns, common data, like there is table A and there is table B. Whatever the column, whatever the common data is there, that will only join. Based on that condition, only we will join the columns. Correct? So let's see. This is our table A, and this is our table B. And there will be some column which will be having the common data. Correct? This is our common data. This common data will only be our main condition. Correct? So let me show you. Let me show you with the one table. Let's take one another table A. Correct? And you can consider like user data. Is this table name is user data. Correct? It has like ID, username. Sorry, first like yeah, like fine. Username and password. Okay. 3 column this table have. Now we have table B, which is user profile. Like whatever user we have created there, we will keep the some additional information in this table. So now what we will do, first this user profile id will be there, and then we will have the user id also from this table, because we want to tell, and then we can have some other information like first name, last name. Okay, let's enter the data also, guys. So first, this is the id and my username is abc@gmail.com, and my password is also abc123. Now in this table, what we will having in this table, guys, we will having profile id as a 1, user id. We want to keep information about this user. So user id will be 1, and our username will be whatever the first name is, like abc or xyz. It's the last name. Okay, let's enter one more data for the same row. Let's take the id 2, and this is xyz@gmail.com, and password is also something. Now in the profile id second row, user id will be 2 and xyz abc. So now when we will do the inner join, we will do the inner join based on these common columns, based on these common column, because this user id is same as this user table id. So that's why the common part is there. Now we will do the join based on this column. Okay, guys. So let's see when we'll do the join. So how we will write it? We'll write it very simply, like uh, uh, table data, table 1, table A, inner join, table B. And now we have to write based on what? So we'll write on and on. This is the keyword on a dot id, because table A dot id is table say you have to pick id column. So a dot id equal to table B dot user id. table B dot user ID. Now you can see, now we will see based on these two columns, we will now create our table. Correct. So now see, and now we can do select asterisk from, select asterisk from. So see, in the earlier case, how we were combining the table in the cross join, we were simply each row will be combined, each row will be simply match with every row in other table. But in the inner join, we will only take those rows where the value from the table B and value from table A is matching. See, okay, see, if we take any one more row here, 3, if we take one more row 3 here, or we can say GHI and BCD, and we do not have that entry here in the user profile table. Do you guys see when we do not have the entry for user ID 3, and when we will run this tab select query, the third row will not come because this one exists in both tables. So that's why this is common. 2 also exists in both the tables. So that's why this row will also come, but this third row will not come because this common value, the value of this ID doesn't exist in user ID. So that's why this is not the common row. So that's what the inner join does. Inner join only take the rows which are matching in both tables for that column. So right now you can see I have taken ID column from the table A and user ID column from the table B. And I was just trying to, I will only take those rows where values are matching. And if you know what will be the output of this table when we will run the inner join, it will be this: ID, username, password, then profile ID, then user ID, then the first name, and then the last name. And you know, only two rows will come: one abc@gmail.com, abc123, and profile ID 1, user ID 1, first name abc xyz. Same to second row will come because second row will be matched here. Second xyz, and like whatever the password is there, xyz, and the profile ID 2 and user ID 2, and same goes with the name. But the third row will not come because between these two tables only these two values are matching. That's why only these two rows will come. Are we good with the inner join, guys? But in the case of cross join, if we do the cross join, this particular one will be matched two times to this row. Then 2 will also match with 2 times, 3 will also match with 2 times. But in the inner join, we will only take those rows where the values are matching. Okay, I'm sure you guys will definitely have some confusion, but let me see. Yes, like it, intersection of both. So intersection of both. So you can see whatever the row, whatever the values are matching in the columns, we will only take the intersection of those. You can see 1 and 2, 1 and 2. This is the intersection between these two tables for the ID and user ID column. So we'll only take that intersection of that. Yes, common rows only. Let me see if okay. So what is the view after this? Yeah, that's the view now, Neet. I showed you, right? That's the view. This is the view we'll have at the end. So basically, if were no common column in each table, we cannot do intersection. Yes, we cannot. We need some common columns. We need in common columns. Only then we can do the intersection. That's right. Common rows only. Yes. Got it. Got it. If inner join table B on table A. Yes. If we will do the inner join, then still table B and table A, still we will say get the same result. बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा है ऋतिक ने, बहुत ही अच्छा है एक्चुअली क्वेश्चन. If we will do table B inner join table A, but Ritik, still same result we will get because अभी भी हम टेबल B और टेबल A के बीच कॉमन रोज को ही देखेंगे और कॉमन रोज हमें 1 और 2 ही मिलेंगी. That's very nice question because that question is going to I was going to take that question in the next join, which is going to be left outer join and right outer join. तो वो क्वेश्चन, यही क्वेश्चन हम वहां पे दोबारा करेंगे. बट यस, इन दिस इनर जॉइन सेम रिजल्ट वी आर गोइंग टू गेट इट. Okay, Ritik. Okay, what if both table contains password column? हाँ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आप उस पे भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. You can join on password column also. If both tables have password columns also, you can join on inner join on password column also. Wherever password will be matching, only those rows will come. Wherever pass, you can do join on password table, password column also. Like in the on, here in the on, you will write a dot password, b dot password. Okay, so jahan wherever the password rows are matching, only those rows will come. Okay, if inner join table, yes, Ritik, so that's what I already answered. Is still confused, so Aradhya is still confused. So what is the output of inner join? Yeah, this is the output, guys. You can see on the right side, right? This is the output, only two rows are coming. You have to remember how many rows are coming, only two rows are coming. Can we join? No, we cannot join the different columns, right? Only we need the common columns to join. So see, Aradhya, what we are trying to do here, we want to combine two tables, correct? Or in the inner join, we can only combine those two columns when we have, we can only combine two tables when we have some common columns between them, because we want some intersection results. So right now you can see we have the user data table and user profile table, and in both tables we have one common column which is user ID, and in this column ID, because this ID we are only storing in the user ID, correct? So this, now you can see in both, in these two tables we have one common columns. In this common column we did the join, and now once we did the inner join, so only those rows will come wherever the values are matching. You can see the third row, where the in the user table we have third row also, where ID is 3, but in the user profile table under the user ID column we do not have any row which is having the value as 3. So that's why the result of this inner join, we can see only two rows are coming with the ID 1 and 2. We are not able to see the third row. I will show you this example with employee also, but just understand the concept here, that the inner join, what will happen, only the common things will come between two tables wherever rows are matching. Okay, guys. Okay, so so Nishant is saying, since it takes rows where values are same, so we can do anything, right? Either a to b, or yes, in an inner join you can do a to b or b to a. That's right, you can do anything. So in the column commons there is no matching values, does it return? Yes, it will return empty. Yes, it will return, it will not return anything to us. It, like in the editor, as we are saying, right, program didn't output anything. That's what, it will not return anything. Union operation, right? No, it's not union, right? It's an intersection. It's not union, Ravina. In union, I think we have everything, like 1 2 3 and 3 4 5. So we will have 1 2 3 4 5. Only the common things will be removed, then everything is coming. But in the intersection only 3 will come. So I think that's what intersection is happening here. Does common thing include other common rows? Does common things include other common rows? If you're saying does common columns include other common rows, Aradhya, I didn't understand the question properly. If you want to speak, Aradhya, I can like hear your question. You can just unmute yourself. I will wait. Okay, I think see, you want to write. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, so see, Aradhya, the simple thing is, in when we want some common, like common means, in two tables when we have one common columns, first we have to find out we should have common column in two tables. When we have the common column, up only common rows will come wherever those values are matching in both tables. अब देखो हमने यही same thing which we are doing here, right? हमने क्या किया, हमने what we did, you can see here we have taken two tables, user data and user profile. अब हमने सबसे पहला काम क्या किया, हमने find out किया what is the common column between these two tables. So the common column was user ID and here it was ID. Both are storing the same values, correct? Now the next thing is, अब हमें क्या जानना है इनर जॉइन के बारे में, कि अब ओनली वही रोज हम इनर जॉइन के दौरान उसको वापस रिटर्न करा सकते हैं वेयर एवर द वैल्यूज आर मैचिंग in both the columns. So that's what, only do those three things we need to understand about the inner join. First, between these two tables, we need to find out the column which is very common, and after that, once the column is common, then we need to then the inner join will result only those rows wherever the values are common, values are similar. So that's what the result is here. I will show you the similar thing with our product order and user example also. Okay.
Sir, so we am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So we will ignore the other values.
Yes, we will ignore the other rows. We will ignore the other rows.
Okay.
We will ignore the other rows. Okay, Rath?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. If we have more than one common column, then yes, so you can like come join with other column. You can join with other column also. Ravina is saying no, sir. Common value in the union operations are put. Common value in the union operations are put in the union. What generally happen? Whatever the common values are in two tables, we will just simply take one value. Like see, very simple example. There are two sets, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. If you want to union these two sets, we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. अभी क्या था कि दोनों सेट्स में 3, 3 था, बट हमने कॉमन को हटाकर एक किया सर. That's what the union happens, right? And the intersection, if you do the same, if you want to do the intersection of these same sets, we'll only get the 3. So that's the difference between the common and that's the difference between the union and intersection. Okay, Praveen? Okay, guys. So let's see the other two also: left outer join and right outer join. Okay, let's move to OneNote also again, and then create a new page where we'll see the. So first we understood the cross join, then we understood the the inner join. Now we'll see the left outer join. Now we'll see the left outer join. See, in the left outer join, first it works as an inner join only, but it will also take all the rows from the left table. You can see first this whole things will be printed. These whole rows will be printed. Yeah, this whole rows will be printed. Common one also and not common. So now take the same example, this one only. ID username. I'm not sure I can copy this part or not. No, I cannot copy this. So okay, I will create the same thing very quickly. So see, this is our table A, the user table. Okay, which has ID, username, and password. Correct? Create the 3 entries for this. 1, 2, 3. Just taking X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Okay. Let's take the another table also. User profile. Okay. Let's take the profile ID, unique column or primary column in this table. Then the user ID, the first table column. Then we'll take the first name only. Will not increase the value here. Okay. And then what we are doing, profile ID 1, 2, and we can say here the user ID 1, 2, and first name could be ABC and XYZ. Now you guys know left outer join is also same syntax. Table A, left outer join, table B on A dot ID equal to B dot user ID. Same syntax, but you know guys, result will be changed now. Now you know the final result will be ID, username, password, profile ID, user ID, and first name is there also. I have taken a lot of space. That's fine. So now you know guys, all the rows will come from the left side. So now you can see 1 will come, 2 will come, 3 will come. all the rows will come from the left side, A, B, C. But in the profile side, we only have 2 rows, right? Wherever it is matching, one is matching with one. I'm sorry, yeah, user ID. User ID 1 is matching with 1, 2 is matching with 2. But there is nothing for the third row. Then these rows will come as a null. The value will come as a null there. That's happen on the left outer join. That will happen on the left outer join. Correct. And in the case of right outer join, all the rows will come from the right side. All the rows will come from the right. See, common rows will already come. These are two common rows, right? 1, 2. These are the common rows between both tables. Between both tables, these rows are common, 1, 2, 1, 2. But this row was not there. This row is not common, right? So that's why. But in the left outer join, in some scenarios, we want all rows from the table. So now from the right now in the left side, only table A is there. So that's why all rows will come from the table A. And for the table B, or for that particular row, value will be null. Values will be null for that. But in the right side table, right outer join, all the rows will come from the right table, whatever table is on the right side. But like if we see the same result for right join, if we remove this left to right, we will now will only see the 2 rows, because in the right side only 2 rows are there, and those 2 rows are already common. So it will give the same result as inner join. Okay guys, it will give the same result as inner join. But if we change the table, if we do table B, right outer join table A, now it will give us 3 rows, क्योंकि अब हमारे राइट साइड पे टेबल ए है, और राइट साइड पे टेबल ए होने के कारण अब हमारे पास 3 रोज आ गई हैं, 2 कॉमन वाली और एक एक्स्ट्रा वाली. So now the same result will come. This result will come. So that's what you guys have to remember about the left outer join and right outer join. In left outer join, all the common rows will come, and also all the other left rows which are not common from the left table will also come. In the same for right outer join, in the right outer join, all the common rows will come, and after that, whatever the rows are left, those rows will also come. Okay, guys. Let me see. I'm sure you guys will definitely have some question here. Let me see. Then table left outer join table B is equal to table B right outer join table A. Table A, okay. Left outer join table B, okay. 3 rows, and okay, 3 rows will come now. Equal to table B right outer join table A. Yes, like this. That's totally true. That your statement was totally true. We will get the same rows in both the joins. Yes. Let's see. Once again, repeat left outer join. Okay. Right outer join example. Sure. So see, first understand the left outer join. See, guys, whenever we are talking about the left outer join, you guys need to remember 2 things. First, all the common rows will come. And after that, you need to remember whatever table is on the left side. And all the remaining rows which are not the common, they will also come in your result. So that's why you can see the final result here. You can see the 1 and 2. These 2 rows are in both tables, right? These rows were common, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's why these 2 rows are coming. अब हमें इसके बाद क्या remember रखना है? हमें इसके बाद we have to remember that the third row will also come, because the left table has 1 extra rows, which was not common. So that's why we have kept it here as a third row. That's what you need to remember about the left outer join. First, that's why the inner join is very important. Inner join will bring the common rows between the tables, and after that, if you are using the left outer join, so it will also bring all the remaining rows from the left table. Same goes for the right outer join. First will bring all the rows from the right side. First it will bring all the common rows, and after that, all the rows which are on the right side which were not common in the right table, that rows will also come to us. Now we'll see some example, guys. with a query, not with these things. We will see some example with a query. Okay, let's start seeing some example with query. Okay, let's see here. I think I need to do some manipulation, but in this data. But okay, let me comment these things because I'm going to print this thing later, like for your. Okay, let's see now. Okay, now guys, visualize this first. First, visualize this. You can see here that we have 5 rows in user. We have, so for making join, if we want to make the cross join, we do not need to monitor anything. We can simply do. If you want to do cross join, let's see. We will do the cross join between user and product table. So what should happen? Each user should be matched with each rows in the product table. So like how many rows will come? So like for each user, so like let's count how many rows on the product. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for one user, 6 rows, right? 6 rows. So how many users are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 30 rows will be coming there. Let me show you now. Let me show you. 30 rows should come there. Select a very easy syntax. So first you need to do like users and cross join and products. Cross join is never used. I never used it, but let's see. Select asterisk from. Let's see. Are we writing correct query or not? I should be getting 30 rows. Yes. I am not sure like how we can count it or not, but like what we can do, we can print the like email and product name. Then I think it will make more sense. Yeah. Like take the user from the user table, just take the email, and from the product table take the name. I think then only 2 column will come, and we can simply understand how count it that as well. Oh, that also look very bad. This UI is not good, by the way. Let's take the product name first, and let's see if that looks better. This UI is a little bit like yeah, but yeah, you can see there. Pixel 4a is coming for all the 4 things here, right? Relevant at relevant.com, srk at relevant.com, mno as relevant.com, xyz at relevant.com, abc as well. If you will count, right, see, this is the 5 rows, right? Then this is next 5 rows. Then this is the next 5 rows. Like 15 rows already happened, 20 rows, 25 rows, and then at the end 30 rows. So that's what the cross join does. Each row will be matched with other table each row, right? So you can see that this relevant you will see 5 times. One with the Pixel 4a, next time with Sony Bravia, next time with Dell, next time with Lenovo, next time with Samsung S7. Are we good with the cross join, guys? Are we comfortable with cross? And yes, very bad UI. I'm totally agree with that. Uh, any example where it is used? Actually, truly speaking, I haven't seen it. Any example, but I will find it out. I didn't practically seen any example, but yes, I will just check this. I will write this query and I will find it out an example for cross join where we are using. Yeah. Let's see if in internet anything we got it right now. Let's see example of like cross join, or it could give us like how we do that. Let's write real time example. That could make more sense, right? Real time example of cross join. Yeah, it seems like there is some examples. Okay, guys, I will read about it and then I think I will explain to you. Okay, about the example of cross join. But yeah, it looks like there are some examples of like where you want each row to be matched with other rows. There are. Now let's see the inner join, guys. The very used one. And so for finding the for writing the inner join, the first constraint is we need to find the common columns between the tables. Okay. So now let's see. in this user table and in product table, do we have anything common? Oh, I just went where? No. 1 minute. Yeah, we are back. Okay. Okay, I think cross join query gone. That is bad. I will write it, no problem. Yeah, I will write it this here after this. So yeah, so what was the cross join query? Select uh, like from user cross join products. Oh, not products. Yeah, products, right? Products. Yeah. And then we were doing the from the user table we were taking the email, right? Email we were taking, right? Yes. And from the product table we were taking the name, right? That was we were trying to do. Okay, let's comment this out so you guys can let us see it. Now the next part is inner join. Okay guys, so now for inner join, the first constraint which I told you, yeah, I think this is now bigger. Yeah, so now first constraint which I told you to find out the common column. So let's see, between the user and product table, do you guys see any common column? Let me know in the chat. No, right? Yes, everyone is saying no. Everyone is okay. Yes, we do not have any common things between the user and product. So where we have this, where we have in the order table, you can see in the order table we were having product ID, also the user ID. So now we can make, with this order table, we can combine all three tables. Now we can also make connection between user and product also. Correct, and we can make the connection between product and orders, users and order. Like, see, there could be many combination. Now see, the first combination is users, orders, or simply products comma orders. This is the first join. All three could be joined together. Next, users comma orders. This is the second thing could happen. Third thing could happen, orders comma product, right? These three joins could happen here. Do you guys agree with that? That these three joins we can do there? Let me know in the chat. Likit, not understood. Okay, so not understood. Okay, this is school MySQL show is in table format. Which one? Nishant is saying. Okay, let me open the Nishant one. Let's see if this looks good. The view is better, then we can do the query here directly. We'll just copy things from there. Not a problem. Because yeah, the view was a little bit odd there. It's slow, right? Is it slow? I need to click on is in the run or okay, let's meanwhile yeah discuss it again. Okay, so yeah, so what where I was no, yeah, I was here. So yeah, so what I was saying there here that uh, uh, because with the help of order table, now we can, because in the order table we have product ID, we also have user ID. So now we can join order table with user table also, order table with product table also. Even we can combine all these three tables also, right? Because user ID can be combined with this table order user ID, and same the product ID could also combine with product table, right? The product ID and the product table could be combined with order table. So that's why we can now do these three different joins here: one between users, product and orders, one between users and order, and one between orders and product. See, user, product and order, they are only going to happen with the help of order tables only. They are not going to directly join it. They are only going to join it with the help of orders. I will show you. I will first write this one only, or let me wait. I will first go with the orders and product, then we will go with the users and order, Then we will do combine the user, product and order. Okay guys, so let's go with the order and product first. Okay, but there is no common column. Chandu, yes, there is a common column. Okay, so this is okay. Okay, so let's see if I run it, how the result looks like. Okay, this looks like in format. Let's see. Let's see very quickly, guys. Let me send all these things from here to there. Let's see. We should not get any error. Okay. Let me first run it. 6 rows affected. So let me print it out. Select asterisk from orders. Let's see. Table user already exists. Already exists. Like if we have created once, we do not need to create again. Is it that they're saying? Okay. Let's comment it out then. Okay, it's not commenting out also. Okay, if that's the case, let's see. Select asterisk from orders. Oh yeah, I think, oh, that's nice, yeah. Yeah, if we have already created the tables, we do not need to do. Oh, great. Thanks for sharing the link, guys. This is good. We can now do queries directly. Okay, product doesn't exist. I think I have taken the wrong name. In a small. Yeah. Oh, great. I think, yeah, thanks. Who was that? I think Ritik has said or somebody has said, right? Yeah, Nishant has said. Thanks, Nishant, for sharing this. I think, yes. It's, yeah, it is remembering actually. Yes. Okay, so yeah, guys, now we will come back on the, because now we have the better view. So we will write our join directly here. Okay. And let me show you the join, like we are good with the cross join, right? So let's start with the inner join. So we can see, we will still use this view because I think somehow, okay, let's see if I can do like combine, like, if I can do the both queries, select asterisk from orders, or let's take the product and order, products, orders. Let's see if they are looking combined, then I think we can. Oh, that it has done the cross join. No, no, no. It has done the cross join only, guys. So that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we can come back here only. I can explain you here. So yeah, guys, you can see now in the products and order table, now we know that we have one common column, which is the product ID, and this product table also have one ID. Correct? So from the product table, ID column, and from the order table, we have the product ID. Correct? These two columns are similar. So you can understand like this. The order product ID 1. Let me create it, guys, for you. It will not, like, some people can easily confuse, like we are not seeing any ID column. Let me create it that, right? So this is our ID column, right, which will automatically be created with the, yeah, which could be, you can see, yeah, this is the ID column, right, which I'm talking about, auto increment. Okay, so yeah, you can see this ID column is, and product ID column in from the order table, both are common. So now we will, how we'll understand this data. So you can see that somebody, user 1, like remove the, like ignore the user 1. So somebody has ordered Pixel 4a two times, or there is two quantity somebody has ordered for Pixel 4a. That's how we understand, right? Somebody product 3 Sony Bravia. So somebody somebody has ordered 3 Sony Bravia televisions, right? That's the quantity and that's the product ID. And now we'll see product ID 4. So Dell, somebody has ordered laptop Dell, two quantities. Somebody has ordered Lenovo, because product ID is 5, like one quantity of that. So that's how we will understand this data, and now we will combine it. Now we will combine this data and we will show you. Right now, these data is in two different tables, correct? Now we'll create one view where we can see this data together. Let me do it here now. So first, select asterisk from, and what is the first table? First table is the product, right? Products. Then we'll do the inner join, and we'll take the other table as the orders, correct? And on which basis? On we can also give them aliases. We can say table 1, this is the aliases T2. So we'll refer now these table with the name of T1 and T2. So on T1 dot, so product table ID column tha product table se equal to T2 dot product ID. क्योंकि order ID से product order table से हमको product ID column चाहिए था, correct? This is the product ID table. So now we will see only the common rows will come. अच्छा वो भी हमें देखना है कि common rows कौन सी हैं. Okay, so let's see. As we can see, there are 6 entries and all 6 rows are, see, I think all rows will come. In this scenario, all rows will come. You can see 6 rows are there and 6 common rows. All the 6 rows are here. So all the 6 rows will come here. Let me do something here. Then we'll check. 1 minute. Let's first check this thing. Okay, let's run it. Yes, you can see somebody Pixel A has ordered 2 quantity. Somebody Sony Bravia has ordered 3 quantity. That's what happening, right? That's what was happening in the 2 different tables, right? You can see like take random Samsung S7, which is the 6. Somebody has ordered Samsung 7 2 times. You can see that here. Samsung 7 quantities 2. Now we have combined 2 table here, right? With the help of, but right now inner join is not properly. I'm not able to show you the inner join properly because both tables have all the common rows. But let's create some scenario where we can create some scenario like what we can do. We can like insert one more product here. Let's insert one more product, and that ID will be 7, which doesn't exist in this row. And let's keep it as a Samsung A3, right? This is a mobile phone, cost is 16,000, right? We will insert this row. Okay, guys, very soon. Let me insert it this row. Let's take this query only. Let's insert it. Very quickly. I'm just trying to show you the example for the inner join properly, because there was everything common, so we cannot do anything, right? Let's remove the 7 because it will automatically create it. So yeah, so now I'm just trying to insert one more rows. So now one more entry will be created there. So let's remove this thing and let's run this one. Let's see if we are having any error. So we do not have any error. Let's quickly see the product table one more time. Select asterisk from product. You can see now the 7th row is there. Samsung A3 mobile phone 600. And in order table, nobody has ordered the Samsung A3 till now. So now if we print the original query of our inner join, you will see that only 6 rows will be coming, which are very common. If I run this thing, yeah, you can see only the 6 row are coming. Correct? That's what, guys, the inner join does. And now if I do the left inner join, you see the difference. If I do the left inner join, you can see, okay, so left inner join is some problem is there. Check the price index to use in here. Left outer join, sorry, left outer join, not left inner, left outer join. That was the wrong syntax. You can see the 7th row is coming now. Samsung A3 mobile phone 16,000, and you can see that it's all coming as a blank. Correct? It is all coming as a blank here. That's what I told you about the left outer join. Everything will come from the left side only. Everything is now coming from the left side, and nothing will come. For the right table, those columns will be those for those columns will be null. So these are null values. Now if I do the left right outer join, so for the right outer join, I think what will happen? I think in the right outer join only. So yeah, I think right outer join and inner join will work in the same way, because six rows are there, and yeah, in right join, and because right table, the order table has 6 rows only, and they both are common. So that's why right outer join is working same as the inner join in this scenario. Correct? So I was just trying to explain the inner join. So let's write it inner join only. Inner join. Yeah, we can see the common results here. So that's what, guys. That's what about the inner join and okay, zoom screen. Okay. Okay, you guys are not able to see that. Okay. Let me run it again, guys. So what I told you in the inner join, I told you product table has 7 rows now, right? Product rows has these many rows, and in order table we have only 6 entries, 6 product entries. 1, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6. Only 6 rows we have, correct? And only 6 common entries we have. So that's why in inner join nobody has purchased the Samsung A3. That's why inner join will only give the common rows, and that's why in the result we can see only the common rows are coming 1 2 3 4 5 6 pixel 4a. We cannot see the Samsung A3. But if I do the left outer join, or left outer join means I told you everything will come the left table. And what is our left table? Products. So everything will come from the left table. Okay, left. What I write wrong right now? Near products. Right index is near products. I think I did some wrong or what? Select a string from products as T1 left outer join. Not sure what I did wrong. Okay. Hey, what I did wrong here? Right. So inner join was working properly, right? I just showed you the wrong now. Okay, inner join is working properly. Let's remove the inner. Let's keep left outer join. Yeah, now it works, right? Now you can see Samsung A3 is also coming because in the left outer join, everything will come from the left table, and the right outer join, everything will come from the right table X up with the common rows. But in the order table, we only have 6 rows, and all those 6 rows are common. That's why in the right outer join, we were not seeing any extra rows. Okay, okay, guys. Okay, so yes, we can have dinner break. Yes, that's right. Once explain syntax, should we use as in middle? Yes, as we will use only after the table name. You can see product as T1. हम इस product table को alias कर रहे हैं. So that's why we have used the as here. Same for order. You do not need as also, you do not need this. You see, other ways are just for easy thing. You can write directly products. See, you have to write this much products dot id, and t2 instead of t2 you will write orders. This will also work, guys. No difference. This will also work. See the same result. But yes, allies just make a small like as t2. So now you can simply do t2 dot product id. You run it. It's still running. So that's the meaning of allies. Yes, we will have then dinner break. If in right outer join t2 dot products is equal to t1 dot id. In route outer join t2 dot products t2 dot products, but t1 dot id. T2 is our order table, right? And T2 dot product ID is equal to, see that will not make any like change, Ritik, because हम जो भी on के बात कर रहे हैं, that is only for condition, like condition where the things will, where the rows will match between these two columns. So that will still be same wherever the product ID is matching with ID, or we can say like in the reverse, wherever ID is matching with product ID, it will work in the same way. जो भी common rows होंगी, those common rows will be printing out. We will see more example, guys. After this break, we'll see more example in the same 3. And very nice concept actually, guys. Very nice. You just need to figure it out a little bit. Yes, we will take all 3 tables. That's right, Ekta. We'll take all 3. So I think, guys, we can come back after 10 minutes. Let's connect back at 10 o'clock. Okay. We'll come. Okay, so you guys want 15 minutes. Okay, let's come back at 10:05 then. Okay. Let's come back at 10:05. So we will first see the all three products. Then we will see some queries in our slides, and then we will move further. Okay. Okay, guys. So we'll come back after. Hey guys, I am back. Let me know when you all are back. So Ekta is back. Okay. Nishant is also back. Let me know, Nilanjan, when you are back. Nitesh is also back. Arad is also back. Okay, so Nilanjan is also back. So I think, yeah, we'll wait for some more seconds. We said 10:05, so let's see. Somebody is also already coming, then we'll see. Oh, okay. So now, like, what we are going to do that. Now we have combined the order and product table, right? In similar way, we can combine order and user table also. Correct? So let me do that. Let's try that also quickly. Do the inner first. User. Join with order. And this will be our user.id. And here will be t2.user id. Right? These are the common columns between these two tables, users and orders. So let's run it. Okay, so use near orders at line 1. Write syntax to use near orders at line 1. Are you guys seeing any error? Okay, so orders is here. Is it not the right name we have taken? We have taken the right name, right? Orders. Okay, so let's run it again. Oh, I think this also has some problem, Nishant. It didn't run every time. See, the same result. We didn't change anything. We are getting the result. Okay. So guys, yeah. Now we can see this ABC at relevant.com. This particular user has ordered 2 quantities. This ABC at relevant.com has ordered 3 quantity. Right. So now we have made the join between two tables, which is the users and order. Like how much quantity any user has ordered. So that's what we can combinedly see it here. Correct. Let's now, okay, one more thing. 1 2 3 4 5. I think we have only 6 users. Okay, we have 6 users, but we have only yeah, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, that's right. We have 5 users only, and we have 5 users entries. So yeah, that's why that looks good. Now let's combine the order, product, and user, all three table together. And now how we'll do that? We'll do like this. So first we have combined all these three. Now we will write one more inner join. Inner join, and we are going to combine this whole view with product table. With product table on, and we can say product table as T3, as T3, third table on T3 dot product ID, because product and order will be based on the product ID. Product table or order table will, the common column is product ID. So T3 dot ID equal to T2 is still the order table, T2 dot product ID. So now guys, everything will be combined. T2 dot product ID is, okay, so we have written the wrong name. Now it's a T2 dot product ID. Yes. Now you can see all three tables has been combined, and now you can understand like ABC has reliable.com. This user has purchased Pixel 4a, and the price was 30,000. And how many quantity he has purchased? Two quantity. The same user has purchased also Sony Bravia. How many quantity? Three quantity. The MNO at reliable.com, the another user has purchased Dell. How many quantity? Two quantity. XYZ as reliable.com has purchased Lenovo laptop. How many quantities? One quantity. SRK at reliable.com has purchased Pixel 4. How many quantity? Two quantity. Reliable at reliable.com has purchased Samsung S7. How many quantity? Two quantity. So that's how, guys, you can see how we have combined three tables in one query only. Or everywhere the common table is order. First we have made a connection between order and user table. Then we made connection between order and product table. So that's how we have combined all three tables. Okay, mine is running. One is two times, so we have joined order with user and products. Yes, paste the query here. Okay, you want query first? Let me paste the query to you guys. Aradhya or sorry, Arad. Sorry, actually, I'm taking your name every time wrong, but yeah, sorry for that. It's Arad. I was saying Aradhya. Sorry for that. Okay, so Arad and Nilanjan. So let me repeat for you guys. Yeah, so what I did till now, if we remove this query, so what we are trying to do here, we have combined order and user tables, right? In order table, the column was user ID, and in user table, column was ID, right? Then we have combined them, and we got the combined view of order and user table. After that, what we did, in the same view, I also want to bring the product table. And we know that product and order table has to combine. So that's why I written one more inner join. You can see inner join. Which table? Product table. I have given the allies name as T3. And I told them on what condition this table has to match. Then I told them the ID column from the product table and the product ID column from the order table. Based on that, you have to match this. So you can see there, this is our user table, this is our order table, and this is our product table. So we have all three tables information in this one view. Okay, guys. Can you explain this allies with separate example apart from them? Sure, sure. Okay. So see, we can simply this is our user table, like select asterisk from users. Like if I run it, you got this result, right? But now what we can do, users as P1. So now this users as P1, we can refer it here. Now all the columns P1 dot email, P1 dot password. We can do this also. See, same thing is coming. Or you see, we can also alias the column also. Email as like email address. See, now see, the column name has changed, email address. Just for referring, we use the alias just for referring. So see, why we are using alias more on join, because we do not want to write our table name again and again. So that's why we just kept it as T1, and then whatever join is doing, like we have to use the table name again and again, because in on we have to use our table name. So that's why we kept it T1 there. T1 dot, and then we have to put dot for table name, like for the column name. In this table, whatever the columns name are coming. So that's how the allies work here. Okay, Nishan? Okay, Nishan? Are we good with the this part? Okay. So that's what, guys, whole about the joining part. Now let's move into our problems which we had here in the joins part, because these are little bit also good one. Okay, so I think yes, till 6 we have only, yeah, I think, yeah, this is the sixth problem, right? Yes. So see, this is the first problem. They're saying write a query to get all the products and their details, user email, which are added in the cart. I think this query which we have already written it, right? So what they are saying, you need to bring all the products information, user information, and quantity information. I think, yeah, the order information, like all the information in one view only. This is the expected output. So that's what we have already done it. So right now, but in like in our view, everything is coming. Correct? Everything is coming. So now what we can do, instead of asterisk, yes, let's see that. So like we now we'll do based on our column, based on our column name, based on our table name. So like from order, what are the yeah, let's take user also allies T1. So now, so you can see users is also in the T1, orders also allies as T2, product allies as T3. So now what are the columns we need to take? So from user we need to take email. So we'll take T1 dot email. Now from the product table, what are the information we need to take? T2 dot name. We can take T2 dot category. You can see. Otherwise, you need to write your column name here. Correct? Like table name here. T2 dot category or T2 dot price. Sorry, this is T3. Sorry, guys. I know you guys have written in the chat, but yeah, this is T3 because product table allies name as a T3, right? Here. Now from the T2 table, what we need to take? From the T2 table, we can take quantity, right? We can write at the end T2 dot quantity. Right? Let's run it now. User.id is on clause. Okay. Oh, okay. Still, I am matching with user.id. Sorry. T1.id. Same clause we have to use, right? Yes. We can see we are getting email, we are getting name, we are getting category, we are getting price, we are getting quantity. Every information, like combined information. This particular email user has purchased this item, which belongs to this category. The price was this. How many quantity? 2 quantities. Guys, are we good with this? Let me give you this query also. Right? Okay. Let's take the another problem from there. Now let's see what they are doing. Select name, email, category, quantity from orders O, join product P on O. See, they are simply doing on ID part, which is not good. I would say do not follow this query because they are directly doing on the ID basis. They are not taking common column. They are not taking any common column. We are taking common column, right? But they are not taking any common column. They are just taking the ID column. Everything will be like same values will come. Let's take the another example. I think this example is good. We'll get some idea here. Okay. So let's see. Write a query to get the user and total price who has added the products which total cost is highest of all of them. देखिए क्या पूछ रहे हैं यहाँ पर, that this is our view, right? This is our view. So they are asking bring the username or price. I think they are asking for price only, right? Let me see. Yeah, they are asking for username and pass price. So they are saying bring that user who has spent lost a lot of money, like who has spent highest among everyone. That's what they are asking, right? Who has added the products which total cost is highest of all of them. Yes, they are asking give me that particular user who has added the product and the total cost is higher in all of them. Okay, are you guys getting the question? Oh, video gone. Can you guys see me? Okay. So see, the question is very simple. They are asking कि हमें वो यूजर बताओ जिसने कार्ट में प्रोडक्ट को ऐड किया है और उन प्रोडक्ट का जो प्राइस है वो सबसे हाईएस्ट है, उन प्रोडक्ट का जो प्राइस है वो सबसे हाईएस्ट है. So let's see with this view. So see, ABC at relevant.com has added product 2 times. First he added Pixel 4a, then he added Sony Bravia, right? And the price for first it would be like multiply by price multiply quantity, so it will be 60,000, and then 40,000 multiplied by 3. So like total would be, I think, so 60,000 and 80,000. So it will be near to 1,40,000, right? Am I correct, right? So 30,000 multiplied by 2, it will be 60,000, and 40,000 multiplied by 3, it would be, oh yeah, 40,000 multiplied by 3, it will be like 1,20,000. So 1,20,000 plus 60,000, this will be 1,80,000, which ABC as relevant.com only purchased. Then if we look for MNO, then he has 50,000 multiplied by 2, 1 lakh only, is still less than ABC at relevant.com. Then XYZ at relevant.com, 35,000 only one quantity, so 35,000 only. SRK at relevant.com, 34,000 multiplied by 2, so it will be near to 78 or 68,000, is still less than ABC at relevant.com. And then we see relevant at relevant.com, 70,000 multiplied by 2, so it will be near to 1,40,000, right? Is still, I think, is still less than the ABC at relevant.com. So our answer should be ABC at relevant.com and total price. Are we good, guys? Are we understood what should be our output here? Or see, I'm not sure how they are giving this result, 1,20,000. They are not doing actually proper query, it seems like to me. I think this is a query, but yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Let's see how we will do it. See, that's why I told you the select queries are like very complicated or very interesting also, because we need to use our mind there. Okay, so let's think now, because now we have the combined view. You can see now we have the combined view. First we need to finalize the total price. First we need to finalize the total price. So let's see, we will take one more column, and where we will multiply the price and quantity. So price is coming from which column, which table? T3 dot price, T3 dot price, and multiply by quantity is coming from order table, which is T2. So T2 dot quantity, right? And we will take it as a new column as cost or total cost. Let's run this part. Same query. You can see now. So ABC has relevant. When he purchased the Pixel 4a, then he got the cost of 60,000. When ABC has relevant.com purchased the Sony Bravia, he got 1,20,000. Same MNO at relevant.com, when he purchased, he got total price 1 lakh. Whatever we multiplied, that's what I was showing it to you here. But this is not a, now you see, in this also we can find the maximum, right? With this we can also find the maximum, but no, we do not want to find the maximum. We want to find the maximum based on the email ID, correct? Based on the user. You can see ABC at relevant.com has 2 entries. So for ABC at relevant.com, total price is 1,80,000, correct? But right now, because we have 2 entries, we cannot say that this is the maximum. We need to do something in our query so we can get the final price for ABC at relevant.com. And can anyone suggest me what should I do here? And I am telling you, I have already told you this concept in the previous class. That's what we need to do here. I have multiple, like I have one column which has multiple rows, and I want to combine it. So can anyone suggest me what could be the way here to do that? Yes, Sarath, that's right. So the way how we are going to combine 2 rows in one, that is we are going to do with a group by. Did you guys understood today why we need group by? Yes. in total cost we'll do the sum. That's why guys we need to do the group by, because when we want to combine rows, now what we want to do, because in this example our email credentials are like email users are two users, we want unique, we want combined result for this particular users. So that's why we use the group by, and we will do group by based on the email. We will do the group by based on our email. Then abc@relevant.com will be combined. So let's do that. Now we want to do the group by on this table. So now what we'll do, we will consider this whole query as a table. We will consider this whole query as a table, and we'll write as inner table. As inner table. Just this whole data now will be referred as an inner table. This whole table will be referred as an inner table. And now see, we'll do select from this table, which we have created. Select from this table, which we have named as the inner table. And now we need to do group by. Group by inner table dot, on what field we need to group by? On the email. Group by dot email. Now we have group by on the email. Now on the top we can print simply inner table, similar with the ali's name, inner table dot, and these all things we are returning in this table, right? These all things can be printed out. So inner table dot email. So whatever column we are taking in the group by, that column directly can come. Then we also want to add the total cost. So we will do sum inner table allies. We'll use the allies. Inner table dot total cost. That was the column, right? Total cost. And we can also do the group concat for the name. Group concat. Not yeah, group underscore concat. If we will throw error, we'll see that. Let's take whole in small. Yeah, in one group content, and put it here the the product name in a table dot name. So guys, what I did, this was the internal query, right, where we combine all the tables, where we combine product, order, and user table. Now we have taken this whole query as a table, or you can say inner query only, whatever, any name we can say it here, right? Because li is any name, we can take it here. But the big thing for you guys is that we can consider this whole query as a sub query or as a table for other queries also. For other queries also, you can see this is other query, right? And now we have made our original query as a sub query inside it, and now we are treating this whole query as a one inner table. So first this inner query will run, and then on top of that this external query will run. That's how the multiple queries work. You know, we can write multiple inner queries, one after another, and the first query which will run is the last inner one. That query will first run, then top one, then top one, then top one. Similar way, like this is the first query which will run. It will provide us result. We will save that result in inner table. Then we will run this query on the inner table. Right, guys? So let's see the results are coming or not. What is the expected result? Are we getting it or not? So let's see there is some error near to inner table. So inner table is there. Okay, so we have used like different inner table multiple places. So that's why error is coming. But let's see this time. So add % for routine group contact. Group contact. Concat. Oh shit! I have taken the wrong name. Group concat. Yeah. Yes. You can see now. ABCI is relevant.com. The sum is now. We can give some name proper this also as the highest cost. As highest cost. This is not looking good, right? Or we can give this as combined product. combined product or cart product. Like in the cart we showed the combined product, right? Cart product. Now you can see the proper column name, yeah. Highest cost, sir. No. Highest cost. Yeah, you can see ABC at rebel.com, 1,80,000, Pixel 4a, Sony Bravia, MNO at rebel.com, 10,000, Dell, and anything. Right? Right, guys? This was the final which we want. We have combined those two products for ABC at rebel.com with the group with the help of group buy. Right? Let me see. Definitely, I will just repeat it, no problem. Nilanjan, you do not need to run it, guys. This is the fun, right? You do not need to run it. You need to go according to your use case. So your use case was you want some combined data. So first you did join. Now when you have the combined data, you have to go for next. Now you want the combined cost based on the email ID. That's why you have written. See, still this query is not completed, guys. Why are you thinking that like this query is complete? Because we need the max. Out of this, we need the max. Still this query is not completed, right? Still this query is, I'm thinking this still this query is not combined because we need the max also on top of that. So I didn't remember anything, guys. I just saw the result and then based on that I'm just like leading further. So that's why you do not need to remember these things. You see, you have to understand your problem, and based on that problem, you need to go further. Why to remember? You first somebody told you you want they want data from two tables. So you will first do the join. Simple thing. Well, nothing to remember. You will just do the things what are the conditions for join? You have to find out the common column and do joins based on those columns. Now you have done the joins. You now will you like as we did, right? First we have ran this query, this part. You can see this part we ran. We got some results, right? ABC. Now we see that okay, this is not what we want. We want to now combine these results ABC at railway.com and total cost. We want to combine this thing. Correct. So now how we will combine? We know that we need to do group by. So based on what? We need to based on the email ID. That's what we did. That's what we use the sum and sum method for adding these things. For other things we added group concat. So nothing to remember here. Okay, so let me guys let's again see this query. So what we first did, we have combined all the order, product, and order, product, a user. All three tables we have combined, and then we have also calculated the price and quantity for each user. As you can see, for ABC at railway.com, we have two quantity and 60,000 row because we have multiplied price and quantity. Because abcrobot.com first has purchased Pixel 4a. At that time, 60,000 multiplied, 30,000 multiplied by 2, 60,000 his cost, total cost was. Then again, abcrobot.com make another purchase for Sony Bravia. Then he has purchased 3 TV televisions, so the total cost was 1,20,000. Same goes for other rows also. Correct? That's what we did first. But we see that with this result, we find out that there are two rows for ABC at rebel.com. So we need to find some way so we can calculate the total price for ABC at rebel.com. So that's why what we did, we know that for combining rows, we have the group by. Correct? And on what basis we need to combine? We need to combine on the email. So that's why we did group by inner table dot email. Correct? So once we did good group by, now we can add this total cost column. So that's what we did here. Yeah, sum inner table dot total cost. And then I also showed you the group concat for these tables. So like you guys can understand that, yeah, with this query, these two rows has been combined. So if I run this whole query, you can see, yes, this Pixel 4 and Sony Bravia has been combined. Their total price also got some. We have Dell and Samsung. Now, guys, I think the next thing which we need to figure it out, we have to find the max cost, like the highest cost from this row, right? From this table. Now, this is the new table for us. We can say, now we can consider this as another table, right? And we can write it as a table, as a new table. This could be a new table for us. That's how you guys will write query in your in your like projects also. That's how. See, this is the first query. Inside this query was running. This query ran till now here. See, I have worked on the query which was like, you guys won't believe, I have worked on the query which was like 800 lines on one query only, one select query, 800 lines. So right now you are only seeing the 4 and 5. So that's why guys, don't need to remember these things. You just need to know the basic things, how the things work, and then based on a requirement, you just work on it. Okay. Let's see. Now we have the new table, which is having this data, right? So now we can have one select on top of this. Select from. Now select we need to do from this new table. So now what we can do, we have to find the max. I think this should not be difficult. I think if you do max highest count, highest cost, I think it should work. Max highest cost. Let's do the proper aliasing part. New table dot highest cost. Highest cost. And let's see if I print also new table uh, new table dot email also, because we need two things, right? Email and highest cost. I think this query should work. Let's see. New table dot highest cost in field list unknown column. So okay, highest. Oh, okay. I have taken the wrong name here. I have taken the wrong spelling, guys. So let's see. Okay, select list contains non-aggregated column new tables of email. Yes, email is little bit problem, but let's see if I remove the email. Let's see. Yes, 18,000 is coming as a highest row, but I also want the email right there. So let's think about it. Uh, yeah, I think with this query email will not come, because when we use any aggregated function, so aggregated function or group by work in the same way. So what exactly it is doing, it is just combining all the rows. It's working in the similar way as a group by works. It's just combining all the rows, and then it is giving us. Okay, I think guys, let's try one more thing here. Uh, like I'm just thinking, not sure it will work or not. Can we do max here only directly? But no, that will not work, guys. No, you cannot do the max here. So I think yeah, that was only the way. That maximum we can go. We can only get the max 18,000 here from the highest cost. Because if you will do for the email, I think we need to group concat or what. Let's see, group concat is working here or not. Group concat will work here or not. One minute, guys. I think, just thinking one thing, guys. Oh yeah, group concat could work. Group concat email, but it doesn't look correct to me. Yeah, group concat. Oh, again I've given the wrong name. Okay. Right. Yeah, it has combined all the rows, but this is not good. We were looking for only the max price with the username. Hmm. Hmm. Let's think about it, guys. What we can do. See, another way is we can simply do the like select query, and then we can put the where. where the total cost is. Oh yes, yes guys, actually yes, that's right. Actually, no need to do the max or anything. We can, but yes, that will be repetitive actually. See, you know what I was thinking? We have this query, right? Yeah, we have this result, right? Then we can do simple select on this table only. If we'll do the select on this table, like select that row where highest cost, yeah, where highest cost is this, hmm, where highest cost in this only. But yeah, for in this part, we need to run whole query again. This whole query 2 times will run. Yeah, I'm thinking, guys, just give me 1 minute. Let me see if you guys have any suggestions on that. Sir, use inner table.email as email and then try new table.email. Inner table.email as email. And then try new table. No, that was not working. I tried it. Write max in where condition. Max in where condition. Where max highest cost. No. That's not how the where works. So we can do select new table.email, new table.total cost, where new table.total cost is select max new table.total cost. Yes, that's what we can do. But see, not sure new select mass. Okay, let's try this thing which Ekta has suggested. Let's see if that works or not. Let's see what Ekta has suggested to do this. I'm not sure that will work or not, but let's try. So let's take this as a new table. Okay, as a new table, right? Okay, new table, and she's saying where new table in. No. I don't think it will work like this. No. That's what you suggested, right? Okay, you suggested like where select max. Okay, new table. No. I don't think that will work like that. No, you are saying that where highest cost new table dot highest cost is equal to, or in also it could be right in, but I'm sure it will not work because it doesn't work like that. Select max, but yeah, let's try it. Um, mm, because we are trying to do something. Yes, I have some hope, but let's see. From new table, because we are referring new table 2 times. Okay, let's see. Select asterisk from. Let's see. Let's see. I have very less hope, but let's see. So as new table, and then we are putting condition where highest cost in, and then we are selecting the highest cost from the new table. Okay. Let's see all the columns are correct or not. So highest column cost, highest cost. Yes, looks good. Let's see. Check the manual and the use near highest cost. Somewhere we have written the highest cost wrong. Is it? Let's find it out. So this is the highest cost. HIGHES. Oh, okay. We have written correctly, right? Everywhere. Still it's giving error, right? Table, new table doesn't exist. Yes, that's what I was saying. Here, when it will come to this part, I think new table, it will not able to find the new table. Okay,
Hello?
wait. It's still, I think some error is there. We have taken wrong name, but wait. Yeah, please tell me.
No, sir, like in the first line, since you have done only select Okay, it's still giving error. Select star. So earlier we were doing select highest cost dot new table dot something. So we were taking that dot notation. So is there
No,
any
right.
specific reason?
Yeah, like I didn't give any like whatever column this query is returning, give me the
Hmm.
all those columns. So that's why it kept it as a star.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. But see, reason is here. Like, let me see first the what is the error right now. MySQL version for right center is near new table at line one. At line one, select a strict form. Are we not using the like correct brackets? So this is our inner query. Then this is our second query. Okay, and then yeah, the select a strict form. Correct. Yes. Or might be okay. New table. Let's take a new table dot total cost only. Okay, if that's the or highest cost. Let's see. See, it's yeah. This is the error actually. Table new table does not exist. So when it is looking here, this part new table here, it will not find the new table. Till now, this context is fine, but in this query, it will not able to find out the new table. So that's why we need to put all these this whole query again in the inside this. Then it will find out the new table. So that's why I was thinking this will not work. But yeah, let's see if
So
any syntax error is there. Yeah, please tell.
no, sir, I just had one doubt. Like, what is the difference? Since in the inner query also we have first, we are doing in the same way, select inner table dot email, and later we are doing as inner table group by inner table dot email. So
Yes.
ऐसा क्या difference आ रहा है दोनों में? Like, is it because it is less complicated or anything like that?
नहीं नहीं अच्छा आप पूछो इस वाले में और इस वाले में क्या डिफरेंस है?
हाँ सर, हम बेसिकली सेम चीज ही तो ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि उसको बाद में एज न्यू टेबल बाद में डिफाइन करना है, पहले क्वेरी
नहीं
लिख
नहीं
लो
हम
वैसा।
हम यहाँ पर एक नया टेबल देखने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। हम यहाँ पे फ्रॉम जब
ओके
हमने न्यू टेबल किया ना, हमने यहाँ पर एक
ओके
नया
ओके।
टेबल देखने की कोशिश करी है।
हम्म।
हम यहाँ तक तो सेम टेबल में थे जब हम यहाँ पे कंडीशन लगा रहे हैं।
अच्छा ओके ओके, समझ गए सर। लाइक क्लास में ये फ्रॉम न्यू टेबल इट्स नॉट रिकॉग्नाइजिंग। गॉट इट।
करेक्ट, सो
क्योंकि
दैट्स व्हाई
अंदर वाले में हमने नहीं किया ऐसा। हाँ।
राइट। तो यहाँ तक तो हम सेम न्यू टेबल को यूज कर सकते हैं यहाँ तक, लेकिन जैसे हमने नया टेबल की खोजने की स्टार्ट किया तो वहां पे वो दिक्कत आने लगी, इसीलिए वो न्यू टेबल को यहाँ पे नहीं ले पा रहा है।
ओके सर।
करेक्ट। So yeah, okay, sure guys. So I will just look into that. How can we bring both things together? Okay, let's see how they have done it. Let's see. I think first thing, their value is not correct. This is not the correct value because they are doing directly on the ID basis. They are not taking the common columns. So they are just simply taking the IDs. So that's why, and what they did in the joins, they have put the where condition and where price multiply quantity in, and then they have taken the okay the max price quantity from orders. Okay, so they are also using the two queries like inner queries. As you can see there, same query they have written it again. First they have combined all three tables. You can see orders they have combined, products they have combined with users. So all three tables have combined. Now they got the data, then they are putting directly on that queried data where price multiply quantity. So they are not doing the actually, the group by. They are not combining see what they are doing. They are doing based on this result only. Where is that? Yeah, this result. So see, if I run this part only, yeah, you can see this result. So now they are just simply finding out whatever the maximum is here. So now you can see the maximum is 1,40,000. So that's why they are saying the relevant.com will be the maximum here. So see how they are doing. They are doing like this. They have taken this part query. Let's comment it. Remove this one. 1 minute. They have taken this part query, and then they are doing where. And they are doing where price like p2 dot price multiply t2 dot t3 dot price, sorry, where t3 dot price multiply by t2 dot quantity equal to or in, that's what they did, right, in. And now they have written the same query again, same this query again internally. And then from this they are only fetching the price and quantity, not any other thing. So not these two, yeah, not these two, not this one. They're only fetching this one. Select T3 at total cost from user. And then on the top, they are just showing the price and quantity. Like if we can keep it here, like T1 dot email, comma the same this thing. So see, they have just skipped one step, which is the group by the total or highest cost. I think this should work now. Highest cost. Let's see, is there any error? Still it didn't work. But wait, T3 dot price, okay. T3 is product, okay, correct. T2 is quantity. In select T3 price, or we do not need to do these all things. This only. Select T3 dot price, yeah. Yeah. It should work, right? Oh, we haven't given the max. Wait, guys. Only we need to provide the max from here, right? Oh, that's why. Yes. Now you can see relevant at relevant.com 14,000. So what we did here, whatever the rows are coming from this query, we only taken the max one from here, and then we like simple where t3 dot price multiplied t2 dot quantity, whatever the max value is coming, only show that row to us. So that's what it's happening here. Sir, we need 1-2 session more for join. It's not very familiar to us. So yeah, Nishant, I think when we will do more problems, only then we can have more confidence on the joins part. So very like if you want to understand very easily the joins part, so just you can understand we need some like tables. In that tables we need some common columns, and then based on the common columns, whatever the common values are there, only those rows will be picked up. And see, I'm definitely sure. I told you, right, when I started working on the SQL and MySQL, I also faced some problem with group by and joins. And these are only two things which are mostly used in these in the SQL database. So so then I started working with some of the procedure projects, like some of the financial projects, and then I got a lot of problems like this, and I did some practice. With practice only, now I am able to understand like whatever max I can do, I can still try to do with the join part. And I will suggest to you guys also. And see, as a backend developer, sometime you need to write these things on the database side. Otherwise, now we have like a lot of I would say. See this. Like, say, let me tell you one more thing. Now there are some role called database administrator or database developer. They generally write these many big queries, right? I was telling you, right, like 800 lines of code, 800 lines of query. So that was only written by the database team. So, but yes, I have to understand these queries because I need to paste that query in my APIs because I need to run that query with my APIs. So that's why, as a web developer, as a API developer, I don't see like you guys are going to write that much complex queries. But yeah, there will be some joins queries, some of the group by will be there. So yes, you guys should be aware of that. But yes, that much complex will not come in front of you. And there are many ways to do the things. See in the slide, how nicely they have done. They have used the where price multiply quantity, and then they copied the same part inside that. I was just trying to do with some other way. I was trying to go with like combining the users or email ID. and then get the proper results. I think I was doing the correct um, uh, because what they have shown based on the individual order, not based on the email. So that's why their query is little bit different according to the requirement. Sure, Ekta. Let me explain this solution. See, in this solution, what is happening? So first, we have combined all three tables till here. Till here, we have combined all these three columns, all three tables. If I show you, it will look like this. Okay. See, this is another best feature of this editor. Whatever part you will select in the query, only that part will run. So yes, that's also a nice feature. So you can see what we did in this part. We have just combined three tables here: users, order, and product, and based on our own conditions. And we are multiplying price and quantity. Once we got both tables column, we can multiply. But now from this view, we want to select the maximum one. So that's why we put the condition where T3 dot price multiplied T2 dot quantity. Wherever this price is maximum, only show that row. So that then what we did now, how can we find the value, the maximum of that? That's why we written another query. Same thing, but from like if I run internally this part, you will see only the maximum value will get. See the 14,000, only the maximum value. From the same query, from the same view, we have only selected the maximum part with 14,000. Now where T3 dot price and multiply by T2 dot quantity in 14,000. So only this row will come where the price and multiply quantity is 14,000. So that's why, yeah, in this view, only this row will come because that's row only is matching with where. So that's why when we will run the whole query, you will see only one row. Available@travel.com, highest cost is 14,000. So that's what is happening here. So we have used the inner query just to find out the maximum value. And once we find out the maximum value, we applied that maximum value in our condition. And then we find that row which has maximum value email. Now, we can get get everything. We can even get the product also. Like if I put here T3 dot name, we'll get that also. What was that project? Yeah, Samsung S7. That was the costlier one. So that's how it works. It is working there. Sure. Let me paste this query also. So yeah, guys. So what I was saying to everyone here, yet it looks a little bit difficult in starting, but we will start with ORM, which is the wrapper on top of these SQL queries. There you very rare chances you have to write these queries in this way. You will have some methods which will automatically do the joins, which will do everything for you automatically based on two columns. And then you do not need to remember all these queries. Like Niranjan was saying, how can we remember these queries? You do not need to remember these queries. I think, guys, in true, if I say I have already worked longer in this, I would say to you guys, you just need to do some practice. Take this editor and try to create query in your mind that I want to from these tables, I want to get this data. How will I get it? Only you have to ask these two questions, then you will start automatically writing the queries and trying to understand the queries, how the queries are working. So today actually we will end here with our SQL completion. In the SQL, I think we have only these some of the DDL, DML, then DQL. I told you the DQL is the biggest part. In DQL, we have learned a lot of things like group by, joins. We learn about the max, count, this type of different method which we have with the select. So now I'm saying you need to just do some more practice and let me know if you guys face any of the problems with the queries. I can just answer them. And I'm also telling to you in the next class, we will start some ORM where you will see that we are not going to write these queries directly in our APIs. We'll use some of the wrapper which automatically internally will write query for you. You just need to use their methods. They will automatically write queries for you. I will show you that in our next class. Okay, guys. So, sir, once explain query. Yeah, this one. Okay, sure. Let me explain it again. Yeah. So see what is happening here, Chandu. That first what we did, we have combined three tables here, right? We can see users, orders, and product. We have combined all three tables based on the common columns. And then if I run this part, you will see this is all 6 rows are coming from all three tables, right? Then what? Then now with in this table, we only need to find the highest cost table. अब हमें ये वैल्यू कैसे पता चलेगी कि कौन सी हाईएस्ट कॉस्ट है? इसके लिए हमने क्या किया? हमने एक वेयर कंडीशन लगाई कि वेयर T3 डॉट प्राइस मल्टीप्लाई बाय T2 क्वांटिटी इन, और उस इन के अंदर हमने सेम क्वेरी फिर से चलाई जो हमें इस बार सारी रोज नहीं दे रही है, हमने सिर्फ उसमें से मैक्स निकाला. यू कैन सी सेम क्वेरी इज हियर. सी गाइस, we are having same query which is written there. We are having the same query. You can see it's the same query. Okay. Yeah, it was looking good there only. Yeah, you can see this is same query, just now we are only selecting the max part. Otherwise from here to here you will see the same query till here. This part and this part is same. We are just combining all three tables based on their common columns, and then here we are just selecting the max value which are coming from this highest price and quantity, and then we are putting it into the where condition. Then from this query we will get only the highest row. If I run whole query, you will see only will get the one row with the highest cost, and this is the 14,000 reliable Samsung. Okay guys, so just I have already pasted this query to you. Just try to understand this query, how this is working. Just try, like this editor is best actually, where you can select only the sub part of query and run that part only. Yeah. Can we directly write max after where and remove else part? Can we directly write max after where? After where can we directly write? Oh, you mean here? No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You need to find somewhere the values from some other queries, because if you will do that, it will only check in that row. If you do that, if max T3 dot price T2 quantity equal to what? See, this query runs on one row at a time, right? This is the like if I remove this where part, this was the data, right, on which the where query is running. If we'll do where max T3 price in where like how you are saying, like you are saying like that, right? Where max something like that, right? Where max like this. So we need to provide some equal also, right? After that, we need to provide some value after this, like 20,000. What is the max? That's why it will not work like that. We need to provide some value after that. That value we are fetching dynamically, and that value is coming from this query. Okay. The dot notation is just like as we access the object properties in JS to access the property. Yes. That's right, Vinay. From the table name, we have to access the columns. We need to use the dot. Table name dot column. That's right. That's how this works. Yes, like all the columns you can access like that from the table. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I think that's all from today. In the next class, you will see the ORM part, where we'll see the object relation mapping. The same SQL part, but with one package. So I would like you guys to see all the assignment questions, because now in the next week you guys have test. So I want you guys to see all the assignment question and everything. and let me know if you guys have anywhere any problems. Okay, so I can just solve those problems for you. So thanks everyone. Have a good night. Bye bye.